In our great year of 2025, I decided to repurchase an original Xbox console from 2002? 2001? I forget which year they come out exactly. Anyways, I got this because I was wanting to replay my first mech games, Mechassault 1 and Mechassault 2 Lone Wolf. So I perused around the web a bit. I found an eBay listing where somebody wanted $100 for an original Xbox, said the disk drive didn't work, and threw in a couple controllers, the DVD controller, remote, and like 30 games. I figured that's a good one. So it finally came in the mail, and I'm checking that disk drive. Initially it was stuck, and I just had to tap on the top a little bit, and out popped Morrowind, which is a good pick. This is me putting in the first game here, which is Fable. It made a little bit of a nasty sound, but it seems to boot up correctly, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. I thought that it would be the disk drive belt, which I hear are problematic. They go out, but it's an easy fix. Anyways, I'm going to pop the whole system apart and get it cleaned up and stuff, because it is pretty old, and I need to check the capacitors, because I hear that a specific model version does have a leak potential problem, which will just ruin the whole console over time. Besides Mechassault, I'm really happy to have the original Fable, which is a game that I also wanted to replay. The original Fable, not Fable Anniversary, not Fable The Lost Chapters, the original Fable. So here I'm going through the save data. This person didn't leave any music on their console. Let's see what games they played. I think I have most of these. They sent them. Not all of them. We'll look through in a second. I don't know what Blood Wake is. I don't know if I heard of that one. Crimson Skies I always wanted to play. Destroy All Humans I always wanted to play. I got those. A lot of these I don't have interest in playing. Jade Empire I'll definitely play. Demos for Mechassault. I had to get the Mechassault game separately, as this person didn't include them in the order. Anyways, they wanted about $100. After shipping and tax, it came to like $130 something for everything all together. Then I had to throw out another like $10 to get the Mechassault games. Let's look through the games. Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, Fusion Frenzy. It's both true crime games. Far Cry, Destroy All Humans 1, Doom 3, Jedi Outcast. Jade Empire, it's the special edition, so it has 2 discs. Both Knights of the Old Republic, Halo 1 and 2. Out of all of these games, the only one that didn't work is the Baldur's Gate game up there. Dark Alliance, it has too big of a scratch. For some reason, they threw in an Xbox 360 Halo thing that I can't do anything with. Sneak King is down there, which I thought was a 360 only game, but it actually plays on both, I come to find out. I also don't know what Siberia is. Never heard of that one before either. There's also both Simpsons games in there. I think those are kind of the more pricey ones out of what I got, I think. I think they go for like $30 each or something like that. No cases, just the CD flip case. There's my 2 remotes. I went to a flea market close to me. I found a couple of off-brand controllers as well, just to have in case the 2 that came in here, my order, didn't work. Now I gotta check and see if my console version is the one where I need to pull out the clock battery capacitor, because those leak on some of the earlier edition consoles. I'm looking for 1.6, I believe it was, in this information down here. It's like 1.6, 1.6B. Turns out mine's the good one. Still gonna pop it all apart. Got some big old screws in there. I'm gonna vacuum it out, clean it out, pop apart the disk drive and clean that up a bit. Make sure there's not a bunch of cockroaches or something stuck in the console, because that would be pretty nasty. It was actually incredibly clean on the inside. I've popped apart different consoles before, computers, and despite being old, this is probably one of the cleanest pieces of technology I popped apart. Used a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol to clean up the parts inside there, and there I'm throwing in Halo to make sure that I didn't completely screw up the what's it called, the optical whatever, the eyeball thing that reads the discs, because I wiped that off. And that's what a disc looks like when it's spinning, with the whole thing popped apart there. It's kind of cool. Luna likes it. Another thing I wanted to do was replace the thumbsticks on the original Xbox controller. As you can see, the left stick is really worn down there. It's all slippery. So I ordered some new thumbsticks. They were like $6. I did realize that I only had the, what are they, RCA cables, which just output terribly, so I got this straight Xbox to HDMI converter. Does, I believe, 720 and 1080 with the switch there on the side of the box. It was like $30, and this is what an Xbox controller looks like when it's popped apart. So we cleaned the whole inside out, replaced the thumbsticks there. As you can see, those are the fresh ones in. They got the little nubbies, looking pretty good. Now I really want to play Knights of the Old Republic. And there's the HDMI cable, making sure everything's put back together correctly. And I'm seeing how the image comes across. 720p right there, makes it a non-widescreen standard resolution. And then there's the 1080p. And it looks pretty good. It looks way better than the RCA, or whatever, composite cables. Kind of hard to open with one hand. There we go. Time for the original Mechassault, so I can relive what it's like being 10 years old, playing my first mech game ever.